sleeping on my city. Don't be sleeping on my city. Don't be sleeping on my sleeping on my city. Don't be sleeping on my city. Don't be sleeping on my city. Don't be how we get down. Don't be sleeping on my city.
Yeah, what it do? It's your boy Bodine, and you are now tuned into another episode of StlVsErrbody. I got my boy Jay Cutta in the building. It's been long overdue, man. I'm gonna tell you how I met dude. They had an event in this building. KV, the writer, she had like I guess it was an artist workshop. Now when J. Cole did like the Dreamville sessions, she had something like that, and she brought out all St. Louis artists, rappers, singers, producers. And I seen this dude with dreads, man. He just walking around like rapping and singing, just coming in, every room, and his presence was just, felt, and then, we, connected. And I said, man, you got to be on my show. Got to get you on there. Checked out, the single that he dropped. I think it's called, is it Strokes?
Yes, sir.
Strokes, yeah. And yeah, man, so, it's a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you.
And enough about me, tell us a little bit about you, man. Who's Jay Cutta?
Well, like you said, my name is Jay Cutta. You can find me on all platforms at It's Jay Cutta, ITSJAYCUTTA.
For sure.
Jay Cutta is a St. Louisan who's versed in many different forms of art, whether it be music, acting, anything you could think of for the most part, except for I've never really gotten my pen game as far as drawing right, but everything you can think of artistically, I'm down with it, even dancing.
For sure.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing music?
I've been doing music probably the last 3 years.
Okay, yeah, because I like to do I do my research on, artists or people that come in, and I was looking through YouTube, and I just I didn't see things, more than 4 years old, maybe, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I asked, it seemed like you was fairly new to, actually just putting out projects and everything.
Absolutely, yeah. So I started off DJing first because I felt like my path back to the stage started with me doing music. And first, to get back to music, I wanted to DJ to get a feel for these beats and instrumentals again, so I know how to work in and out of different type of genres and different type of beats. So I wanted to make sure I had a bass and a rhythm to go off of, and to just refresh my mind on the sounds that really feel good to me.
That's dope. So are you a producer too?
Yes, I primarily just produce for myself. I don't produce for other people right now, but I'm down to produce for other people. That's
dope. So you being a DJ, you know what people want to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you DJ at clubs and or venues.
Absolutely.
So that definitely helps with how to attack your own music. Do you incorporate that mindset when you're creating?
I incorporate it to an extent, but honestly, a lot of the music that I might hear or play at the club isn't music that I would make.
For sure.
Because it tends to be the same type of music, same, turn up. So I don't try to DJ at clubs anymore because it doesn't do anything for my artistic vision. And most times it doesn't have the freedom that comes with, your own vision. So,
like a lot of music that we hear in the clubs and stuff, it's pretty much in a box. It's the same type of but like when you go to I say maybe like a blank space, or even forget my verbiage because I don't know the right word, but like a white club, you know what I'm saying, in St. Charles, or like a more diverse club.
Yeah.
They're playing like a little bit of everything. They're not just playing trap.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So how long were you DJing?
I was DJing, I think I picked up the board when I was 2018, so
it's
still right around, fairly new. So probably on YouTube, what that song that you saw was something that was like my first song creating, and I had just like a mic and a computer, you know what I'm saying? Wow. So I was like, let me just see what I can do, and dropping stuff on SoundCloud, and then maybe upload something just to have on my YouTube, for personal reasons. So, but yeah, DJing has been around for about 4 or 5 years now.
It's dope.
Yeah.
And you recently dropped a single some months back called Stroke. Did a video to it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
What's the concept behind Stroke?
Okay, so the concept behind Stroke was really, I wanted to be in your face about the meaning, but not in your face about the meaning. Because I feel like music now, it just cuts straight to the point, you know what I'm saying? And it's just kind of like, there's no thought in it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to make the song about one thing. Of course, pulling up to a young lady's house, you know what I'm saying, and getting it cracking. But I want the video concept to look like just golf, you know what I'm saying? And just swinging the club, you know, doing regular stuff. And I was like really wanting to be in a pool, but we couldn't get access to a pool. But my videographer, Alex Dime Media, he came up with the idea to just get a kiddie pool, blow it up and put some, you know what I'm saying, funny kiddie stuff on as far as like floaties and stuff, and just get some strokes in the pool.
How did you feel about the reception for the video?
It was good. I'm not gonna lie. It made me feel good because I hadn't been goofy in a while. You know what I'm saying? I've been really serious with life, you know what I'm saying? College, all that good stuff. And I was known for just being a funny, enjoyable guy.
Okay.
So to drop something like that made me feel good, like feel like my old self and like I ain't lost it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
And so when you say you like, although you're goofy, but like you've been serious for like a while, when you say serious, you're talking about towards like the content that you made with your music?
Life in general.
Just life in general.
Mm-hmm. You know, just like, you know how sometimes you can lose track of your dream or what you want in life based off of the things that you need in life. So I had been focusing really so much on the things that I need in life that I hadn't been enjoying the things that I want or attaining the things that I wanted.
I can dig that. Usually, you know, with the songs that get the most traction, they be the ones that we, you know, not really feeling the most.
Yeah.
Is this the same case for Stroke, or did you know, like, all right, when I put this out, this one gonna hit?
I'm not gonna lie. I knew when I put that out, it was gonna hit.
For sure.
Yeah, because when I produced the beat, and I made the beat, and it was just a halfway beat. It was nowhere, it was bare bones. And I came back a year later, and I'm like, why haven't I done anything with this beat? You know what I'm saying? And it just poured out of me because I didn't have anything to do at the time. And I was just, you know, drinking, smoking, and playing the game, and then going in there making music in my other room. And like, that poured out one day, and I was like, wow, you know, this is a hit, you know what I'm saying? And when music pours out of you, it is a hit, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if you have to force it or write too much, it's not what
meant to be.
It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this record on any specific project?
It is not right now, honestly. I've been focused on just dropping singles.
For sure.
Yeah, and I said I was gonna drop something before. I ain't never stuck to it because anytime I drop something, I marketed that song very well, and I want to give the same importance to everything that I drop. And monetarily, I'll be honest, I just don't have the money to market it the way I want to. So I don't tend to do projects because I want to baby each and every song until I'm at a point where my audience can sit there and listen to my voice because they like it long enough.
Is there any specific like artists or producers you like want to work with in the future? In the future,
you know, I gotta throw, you know, Smee out there. You know what I'm saying? He's
be a good collab.
Yeah, you know, in the future, and cause I ain't gonna fake it. He took off, and I would say my boy QU3, Marvell Q as well. They are two different people, but those three, and then just a plethora. I know Volume. I would love to work with Volume. She's a producer. I actually have music with her, but I just haven't dropped it yet. And that's completely different song than Stroke, but it still hits so hard that I'm like, I can't even drop it. I got to be able to baby this one, you know? So
yeah. And how important is it to focus on making sure a single or project gets the proper push that it deserves?
It's
because, you know, like artists, we tend to, all right, man, it's out. I done listened to it 1,000 times. I'm tired. I'm on to the next thing. Yeah. And then we start focusing on something else and like lose focus of what's already out. We ready to move on to the next thing. So how important is it to, you know, really, you know, baby that single and make sure it, grows and gets the proper notoriety that it needs?
It's very important, and mainly, to be honest, not only for your fan base building that, but for your own self-esteem.
Yeah.
Because you want to look back and you want to say, oh, that was really well received, or in the least, I gained a lot of experience from that release, and I know what not to do, or I don't even like that sound. I don't know why I dropped that, and people didn't like it either. Why would I do that? So it's important that you baby it, just because you want to use every moment and every song that you release as momentum and fuel. If you don't keep that fuel going, you're just gonna die out.
Yeah. Now back to what I was saying at the beginning. I met you at
Profield 4.
Profield 4. Okay, shout out to Profield. How was that? I ended up leaving. I had other stuff to do, so I couldn't stay long. But how was the whole experience?
It was pretty dope. Every room in here was filled with artists doing dope things, producers doing dope things. Sometimes it can be like kind of a blitz type thing, and if you don't know people, it can be hard to break into a group or a room that's already started. And I was here late because I was like, I'm getting into the big studio. You know what I'm saying? It was, you had studio A and B, and there was great music made in B. There was great music made in rooms that wasn't even meant to be, what I'm saying, a studio room. But I wanted that back studio because I knew the quality and just the feel of being in a big studio. And altogether, it was good. I ended up collabing with a lot of different artists.
I was about to ask, did you get some records in?
Yeah, I got one record in, and I felt good because as much as I bounced around, at the end of the day, I sat down and got something done, which I have never pressured myself that much to make something in a short amount of time. Yeah.
Did this event kind of kill the notion of St. Louis not having unity?
I'm not going to say that, but it was definitely a step in the right direction, and the vibe.
Gotcha.
Providing that vibe for St. Louis is important, and sometimes it can feel like it's not happening if you're not in the right circles. That was number 4. I didn't get an invite to 1, 2, or 3. You know what I'm saying? So
1, 2, or 3.
Right. So if you're not in the know in St. Louis, you might get left behind. That's why I say it's a great step in the right direction towards unity. But somebody out there who did not get an invite got a hit song in their hands. You know what I mean? So I think showcasing the great things that happened should happen more, and artists who participated should do that as well more. Myself included, just to show that it is possible and we can get things done. I will say, everybody, when it comes to collaborating, when a lot of people come together, we got to make sure that we all are compatible, or at least humble enough to respect each other and their own craft, and not let egos potentially ruin a good moment.
Yep. And also know, that record just ain't for me. Okay, yeah, so and so and so and so's on it, but I don't sound good. Let me take me off and give room to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Shine. Yeah, them egos is a trip.
The egos are a trip. Yeah.
We talked earlier, before we got on air. We was talking about Teach for America and everything. Yeah. So you stated that you work for Teach for America. So were you an educator?
Yes, I was an educator.
Dope.
Yeah, I was an 8th grade math teacher.
My man.
Yep. So
how was that?
Interesting. I ended up getting out of the program because I realized that I was only teaching because I had no other option, and I also want to change the world. So the option that I saw was that, and the avenue I saw was that. So I was like, okay, well, I can be a great teacher. And just because you can be good at something doesn't mean that you should do it. That's something that I've learned as I've gotten older. There are plenty of opportunities that present themselves, but every opportunity you do not have to take. You're going to manifest what you want, and then you're going to have options from there. But always think things through why you're making the decisions you're making.
Yeah. I think young black kids, especially the young black boys, man, they definitely need more. They need to see more people like us in that light. I'm an educator too. They need to see more positive male figures.
Absolutely.
Doing, you know what I'm saying, dope. Not just being a teacher. Like, yeah, I'm a teacher, but I also do all this other cool stuff too. And you can do the same thing. You don't got to get off into the streets and stuff. You can do anything you want to be. Put your mind to it. You know, try to stay on the right track. You know what I'm saying, and you'll be good. So, you know, just to know that you were an educator, you know what I'm saying, that's very honorable. So,
absolutely.
Salute to you,
hey,
bro.
Salute to you, black man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's
man.
what's up. I
Thank
appreciate you leading the youth as well.
Appreciate it, bro. Who are some of your influences as far as like musically? You like kind of put me in the realm of a 3 Stacks, so like I said, I could see you doing like a record with Smino, like kind of abstract type, you know what I'm saying, style.
Absolutely. I would say I don't put a number of artists because a lot of different artists have influenced me, but I will say some tops. Gotta be Kanye, Ludacris.
Okay.
3K, Andre 3K. You know what I'm saying? And like some UGK, 3-6 Mafia, you know, those beats and just how they would rap about anything. Those they really influenced me.
What's up, man? How has COVID affected you as an artist?
It's different because a lot of my art used to feed off being around people, and I'm not around people a lot, you know. So it's affected me less art and more so my inspiration, and therefore my art has been affected, you know, because my inspiration has shifted. I'm used to being out in these streets a little bit, you know what I'm saying, kicking it, drinking with the homies, drinking with my lady out. We go out, you know, kick it, dance, you know what I'm saying. But now it's different. It's just been real regular, you know. I even work from home, so it's been real. Stay at home, work from home, go to the gym, come home, you know.
For sure.
It's been a little boring, but you know, it's part of the journey.
Yeah. So, what's been the most difficult? I think we kind of covered it already. I'm gonna ask again. Like, what's been the most difficult obstacle for you as an artist?
The most difficult obstacle for me as an artist has been releasing content, no matter if I think other people are going to receive it well or not. Because that should be an important factor in the things that you release or an artist releases, but it should not be the only reason why they're releasing music. Otherwise, you know, why would I do music if the only reason why I'm doing it is to receive, you know, feedback from other people?
Yeah.
And I had to fall back in love with just doing off the wall artistic, you know, musical things. And once I remembered that, hey, I'm not trying to make money from this, or this shouldn't be the only way I'm trying to make money, my music, you know, increased in production and quality.
That's dope, bro. What's next for Jay Cutta?
What's next for Jay Cutta is to release some more music. That's what Jay Cutta needs to do. He needs to quit playing. But I want to start collabing more with artists like yourself. Like, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta figure out what. We gotta knock some out. I first found out about you from a video you dropped. It was on Instagram. And, I saw the video on Instagram. It's the one you walking up the street. I think you're on the south side and you got
ATM,
like the
video game
animations. Yeah, that was hot. I was like, man. And then I scrolled your page. This was actually, it had to be a couple years ago now. And I'm like, man, he's an educator too. That's dope. Black man doing music. I'm gonna give him a follow. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw myself in you. And I was like, and vice versa. And I'm like, man, that's pretty dope. He doing what he want. And he's an educator, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that, man.
Definitely. But what's next for me?
Working.
Most definitely. What's next for me? Just turn up the music production and get some visuals out. I get tired and I say I don't want to do everything myself, but sometimes it's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Just sit down. Initially, yeah. So create some crazy visuals myself, like with just some awesome shots and a camera setup, a little ingenuity and imagination, and make it happen.
Hey man, you got it, bro. Like how I seen you come in, you know, the profile sessions, you just had a, you know what I'm saying, an aura that was like, hey, I'm here. You know what I mean? So you got it, you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is just put the foot forward. You got my support, man.
I appreciate it, man.
What's a gem that you can give for artists on the come up?
a gem I can give to artists on the come up, and this is so cliche, but it sticks out every time I hear somebody say it. So I'm going to say it. It's not about that, upward mobility all the time. It's sometimes about working with the people that are on your level and recognizing where you are on your level and working with those people. Being realistic. Who's attainable and who is going to increase my craft and help me increase my craft without like trying to, I remember I went to school with such and such. Let me try to reach out to them and try to make a song with them and blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, that's cool. But if you see people putting in the work around you, they're cordial, everybody, a lot more people will work with you than you might think. You know what I'm saying? Like, just reach out to like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would feel like, okay, man, I can reach out to him and maybe we can collaborate, and not being like, let me try to get a song with Nelly real quick and then I'm a pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, don't try to
climb
reach
up
up
the ladder.
Yeah. Climb together with somebody that's on your same level.
Yep.
Yeah. So
That's actually not cliche. What's cliche is be authentic. That's what everybody say over here. Be authentic, be yourself.
for real.
Which you should be. But
Which you
know what I'm
should be,
saying?
right.
That's a great answer, man. Where can people find you at?
You can find me on all platforms at It's Jay Cutta, at ITSJAYCUTTA. It's Jay Cutta. And you can find me at itsjaycutta.com. Anywhere you type in It's Jay Cutta, I'm going to pop up. And it's going to be a guy reaching towards the camera just like this. So follow me, love on me, because I have great music and art, and I'll follow you back sometimes.
Goddamn, you heard the man. Jay Cutta, make sure y'all follow him. Make sure y'all check out the single Stroke. It's on all digital streaming platforms. Make sure you go on YouTube and check out the video. The video's dope. You might see him DJing at, a local event. You know what I'm saying? So give my dude a follow and show some love. And we out, man. It's Bo. Now tuned to another episode of StlVsErrbody. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. Good, bro.
Hey,
yes,
what's
sir.
up, Brody?